What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, I decided to share with you guys this video of me feeding all of my bearded dragons. Now, I decided, since I always feed my bearded dragons in this channel, and it's kind of scattered. One day I'm feeding them this, one day I'm feeding them that. And today I'm gonna kind of take you guys along the journey on a daily routine, or what it's like on a daily to feed them. Now, I've done this video in the past, multiple times, but I've changed up a couple things, especially in my room, as well as some of the things that I feed them. So I figured, why not, share it with you guys again, since you guys enjoyed it the last time. This is like what, a part, I don't even know. This is like probably like part 13 or something, because I've done this video multiple times, but it's always fun doing it. I always enjoy it, and my bearded dragons obviously enjoy it as well. So with that being said, let's just get started with this video. But before we go, I really want to thank all of you guys who have been subscribing to this channel. It does mean a lot to me, especially seeing how this channel is growing, throughout the months. So if you haven't, subscribed to the channel, I'm definitely, continuing making these videos. So it does mean a lot to me. I just wanted to say thank you. But with that being said, let's just get started with this video. Let's go. But before we go, you thought I was not gonna do this? Nah, man. This is a new era. Okay, it's not really a new era. I'm in the same space. I'm in my washroom actually, which is kind of weird. Like literally the toilet is right here. I don't know why I chose to make this video where the toilet is literally right here. This is actually kind of weird. But you know what time it is. We gotta zoom in. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been whispering. I've been whispering lately in these zoom-ins. Yeah, man. I've been kind of keeping it down low. Keeping things nice and smooth lately. I've not overcomplicated things. I keep myself in a proper routine. I record a video, upload a video, record a video, upload a video. But I hope you guys appreciate the fact that I'm putting in this work. So subscribe if you haven't, okay? Because these zoom-ins ain't cheap. I'm telling you right now, these zoom-ins, they ain't cheap, okay? I'm gonna start charging people for these zoom-ins, okay? Okay, enough of me and my shenanigans. Just gonna double check that I'm not zoomed in, I'm actually zoomed out. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. So enough of me talking, let's just get started. Let's go. Okay, so we got right in front of me Phoebe. Now I could tell she is super hungry, because as soon as I place my fingers or the tongs, she is like just curious to see what is to come. I am going to be feeding her Repashy. Now, I like using this Repashy grub pie as a way to basically, give them that extra bit of boost. I do give them crickets and superworms and other things, veggies. But for some reason, I find that this right here is almost like that cherry on top. Because they get tired of eating the crickets and the superworms, and eating too much of it is not the greatest. Eating too much of anything is not the greatest, but I like giving them this to kind of just like top off of what they just basically consumed without overdoing it and overfeeding it. And as you can see, Phoebe is really excited. So I'm just gonna go in there and give her a cube. Here you go. I don't know, to you, to me this always looks like chocolate, but I don't know what it tastes like. I really, sometimes I would see my bearded dragons eating it, and I'm like, I would actually not mind giving this a taste, because they make it look so good. But as you can see, it's a nice big chunk, a nice big piece that's gonna fill up her belly up. It's gonna give her some nutrients as well. It's easy storage for me as well, so easy cleanup. I could watch her eat. There you go, Phoebe. Now, usually I feed my bearded dragons, on a schedule. I also like giving them random times when I feed them, because I don't like overcomplicating things where I'm giving them way too much or way too little. There you go, Phoebe. Eat that, girl. Yes. She's probably the most docile type of bearded dragon, but yes, she has her crazy side. Okay, so moving forward, we got Wilbur. Now this guy is a little bit of a crazy bearded dragon. This guy would eat just about anything. So for me, I don't really complicate his diet either, because I really know that eventually he will, you know, eat just about anything. You can see there's Repashy pie. Yes, you eat this. Or there's a grub pie. Here you go. Yum. So if you haven't already given this a try, I would highly recommend to purchase it for your bearded dragons. It is like a backup, I guess, plan for anyone out there who needs, you know, food. You know, sometimes you run out of crickets or dubia roaches or whatever you feed your bearded dragons, and having this allows you to basically still give them something to eat and munch on so they don't go crazy and, you know, starve, but it does give them something that they can munch on, and, you know, until you get crickets and whatnot. I don't even think he's that hungry, to be honest. Here you go, Wilbur. I know, come on, man. Like, I'm doing a feeding video and this is how you're gonna do this? Come on, man. Come on, why aren't you in the shot? There you go. He just needed a little bit of, you know, more, you know, some support and whatnot. But we need to get this guy a bath, like, ASAP. I don't know if you guys could see, but there's some, like, poop. Like, Wilbur, why do you have poop stain? Like, oh, man, I literally gave this guy a bath, like, literally not too long ago, too. Like, he's never like this. Watch any of my videos, you would not see my bearded dragons dirty. I don't know why you got yourself in a mess, man. Like, I'm trying to record a video here, and you're walking on your own. That's so gross, man. I'm gonna have to basically censor that or something. But I am gonna give you a bath right after you eat, or like a little bit after you eat. That way you don't puke, but you definitely need a bath ASAP. Come on, man, eat. Okay, so up next we got the girls. Now, normally they're not inside of the same enclosure. They all have their separate enclosure. But when it comes to making these feeding videos, I do like feeding them together, just because I find it a little bit fun. they do get along with each other, so if they didn't, I would not, you know, put them in, you know, in the same place together. I do trust them, especially when it comes to food. But look at the reaction. Oh man. Okay, hey, okay, share. Hey, you guys. Oh my god, you're eating a piece of paper. Okay, got it. Oh my goodness. It is a handful, you know, feeding this many bearded dragons, but it is worth it. At the end of the day, I love all of my reptiles, especially my bearded dragons. And I do love the fact that, you know, I have these three girls, you know, that they get along. You know, they don't head bob, they don't act aggressive to each other. You know, from time to time, I will notice that, you know, Sansa over here tends to be the bully. She likes to eat other people's food when she's not supposed to. But if I feed them, you know, the same amount, they usually are perfectly fine. And any of you guys who are subscribed to my channel, who have seen, you know, my feeding videos, you'll note that I always feed Brienne, Sansa, and Penelope together. I don't know why. You know, I can feed them separate, but for some reason, it's so satisfying just feeding them at the same time. Like, look at that. Like, they're probably like the nicest bearded dragons that I own. Like, they just so friendly to each other, you know. Now, like I mentioned, this is sort of like a meal that I like to give them as a, I guess, a topper or something that tops whatever they just ate. It's easy to chew, it's easy to digest, and it's full of nutrients, proteins, and everything that they need. So I don't like overfeeding them this. I do like giving them a good chunk that they feel nice and full, nice and secure, nice and, you know. It's almost like when you guys go to a barbecue and you just like, you eat all of this delicious food, and then your mom or someone brings out a watermelon. Like, yo, this is like a watermelon to them. Like, or this is like dessert. I would say this is almost like dessert. Like, you bring out the cake or something, and this is just like, this is delicious. Like, look at her. Like, she's eating that big chunk. And you can see Brienne over here. She has it over here. Same here. Which I also like to mention, because someone mentioned this on Instagram. I don't know if you're watching this, but she said how, you know, her bearded dragon just has a really weird beard. And I've noticed that my bearded dragons, when they eat a big meal like this, they sometimes store it right here until they swallow it. So if your bearded dragon has something like this, like just a weird beard, you know, even moments after, you know, it could be, I don't know, I've seen my bearded dragons hold food in there for a whole entire day. They sometimes will just basically start swallowing it slowly. Of course, that being said, if it does happen to be a big meal, you might want to make sure that it's not stuck. So if it is something that, you know, lasted more than a day, just slightly open the mouth, see if it's in there. But as you can see, Brienne is basically just storing food in there like a chipmunk. Why, Brienne? Why must you do that? Just swallow it already. As you can see, she's doesn't have that. She sort of has it, but you know, she's kind of like gonna swallow it soon. And I don't know, maybe you know, if Brienne does swallow it towards the end of the video, I'll show you guys what I meant. Oh, there you go. Look, it's gone. What the hell? Like, she literally just swallowed it. But that's what I meant. Like, she literally had like she still has like a little bit, like right here. But she swallowed the big portion of it, and now it's back to normal. I don't know if I could put a side-by-side comparison, but look at that. Like, she literally had like a beard like this, like a big, you know, weird beard. And she just swallowed it. But yeah, you know, it could be other things, but that's what I've noticed my bearded dragons doing as well. So up next, we got Saturn. Now, I haven't been putting him in my videos lately, but I did put him recently. A lot of you guys have been asking for me to put him in, which I would love to. As you can see, he is a little bit more of a slower eater than most of my other ones. Don't know if it's because of his age, his gender. I'm not judging you at the end of the day, man. He still loves to eat, but he is a little bit more, you know, docile, more chill. And as you can see, he's just eating away. But one thing I've noticed about my male bearded dragons is that there's the ones that are like crazy, like Wilbur, and then there's the ones that are like this one. Like a turtle. There you go. Just eat. You know, at the end of the day, I love all of them, but you know, when it comes to feeding videos, I can't make him chase crickets because he's just chilling. He's just there chill. You know, he is a bearded dragon that I got a while back from someone who, you know, didn't really want them anymore and everything, so I kind of just, I guess, rescued it in a way. But at the end of the day, feeding them has always been something that I enjoy doing. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Look at Saturn. What are you doing, man? In fact, if you're still watching this video, you know, send me a clip on Instagram, post it on your story, tag me in it, and I'll repost it on my story, and we could have, you know, sort of like you guys are watching this video and I'm, you know, I'll reshare it. I'll give you guys a shout out. Okay, so up next we got Pokala. Now this guy over here, he is a nutshell. As you can see, he has those crazy eyes. He is one of those bearded dragons that's just stunning because he's like almost solid white, but he's not a zero, he's not a wiblet. He is a hypo bearded dragon. He's just I guess the breeder bred him to be just almost solid white, which is really cool, the fact that hypo bearded dragons have that capability to do so. But I'm gonna give him some Repashy. There you go. I would say his personality is in between, you know, Wilbur and Saturn. As you can see, he has those. As you can see, he has those like crazy eyes, man. Like, there's literally like a little dot in there. Like, dude, you look so scary like this. Like, the fact that he's all like almost white, I do love him. You know, the one thing about him, like an interesting thing about him, is that he was born with a very short, I'll show you in a bit once he's done eating, but he was basically born with a deformity on his tail. And, you know, the breeder did mention this when I got him. You know, they weren't even going to sell it. Come on, dude, eat. So I can show your tail. Look at him eat. Yes. But he does have a scary look to it. Look at that. Yes. Yes, boy. Yum. So as you could see, he did, you know, he was born with this deformed tail. So you can see it's very thin and it's very fat over here. That has not stopped him from doing, you know, normal bearded dragon things. He's actually a pretty good boy, especially when it comes to, you know, eating, and he's even tried multiple times to breed, even though I don't try to breed my bearded dragons at this moment, just because, you know, it's very time consuming. You know, maybe in the future I'll do it again, but yeah, that's right there. Pokala, how you doing, boy? Now up next is Miracle. Now I was gonna feed her, but I decided, you know, I'll save that for basically the other video that I'm gonna be recording, which is basically the continuation of Miracle's journey. You know, it is week, I think 14 or 13 that she's been alive, so it's really exciting. Head over to those videos and check them out if you haven't already. But, you know, I was gonna feed her, but instead I'm just gonna give her some water. So here you go. You know, because I do plan on giving her, you know, some food and everything good, but she doesn't eat a lot, so I do want to continue making those videos. So I am going to feed her literally right like after I'm done this video. I'm going to go and basically give her, you know, she is a miracle bearded dragon. I recorded her whole entire story. She actually almost did not make it, and I'm really happy that she's doing well and, you know, slowly growing but getting there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I do have 2 other bearded dragons that I need to feed, but their lights still haven't turned on, so it doesn't really make sense for me to go in there and disturb them. They're not really gonna eat, but I did want to still continue, you know, recording this video. But hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Look how small she is. She's so cute. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I do have other reptiles that I need to feed, like snakes. I also have some tarantulas. Maybe I do a video of all of my reptiles eating or feeding all of my reptiles. So let me know in the comment section down below if that's something you'd like to see. You know, put let's see, put a snake emoji. Just spam the comment sections with a snake emoji, and I'll be like, all right, these guys want to see my snakes and other things eating as well, you know, and other cool critters. But for now, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This right here is Miracle. I'm Lord of Lion. Keep the blood pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Here we go. Peace.
You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button, baby. You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that